Welcome to another episode here on the channel. On today's lesson, I am going to be teaching you about acts of kindness in English, different types of acts of kindness or ways you can show kindness to your neighbor, a family member, or someone else in English. I'm very excited about today's lesson. Now, if you would like to have subtitles on, they are available. Make sure that you hit the CC button below. Also, make sure you hang around until the end. I have a quiz question that I would like to put before you and see if you can get that correct. So let's get ready to have a good time on today's stream and hang around to the end and see if you can get the quiz question correct. Now, when we talk about showing acts of kindness, we're talking about showing people goodwill, showing people gratitude in some situations. You're showing people that you are thankful for the things that they have done for you or for someone that you love. When you're showing acts of kindness, you're being you're showing courtesy to someone else, okay? Or benevolence. So I believe that the world would be such a better place for many people if we took the time to show acts of kindness on a daily basis to our fellow brother and sister. So let's get into it. I hope you're ready. One way that we can show an act of kindness is to open the door for someone. Especially if you are a man. I know women can open the door for themselves, but I think it's just an act of kindness being a man to open the door for a woman, for a young lady, a child. I try to teach my sons and young men that I mentor. Look, when there's a woman present, you want to be a gentleman. Open the door for her. You may never see her again. You may not know her, but it's being a gentleman. It's showing kindness to a woman, whether she's young or whether she is an adult or an elderly woman. I think that that is something that a man should do. So opening the door is something that's very simple, but I believe it's just a great way to show an act of kindness to someone. Giving someone a word of encouragement. Sometimes in life, we go through things that get us down. Sometimes we have tragic events that happen to us. And it's always wonderful to have someone in your life that will share a word of inspiration or a word of encouragement. I'm so grateful for the subscribers that we have here on the channel. From time to time, they'll shoot me a message and say, great job on the video. That video was funny. Keep going. You're doing a great job. Those really encourage me to continue doing what I'm doing. Sometimes people throw me a like. They click the like button. And that encourages me that, hey, I'm learning. I'm enjoying your video. So a word of encouragement, especially when you notice that someone is having a tough day. You may tell them something like, everything's going to be okay. This too will pass. You may tell them different things. Hey, I've been through that. Let me tell you my experience. So there are just so many different ways that you can encourage someone. And I believe that is needed more so in our day and time, because there's so much negativity when you turn on the television or you get on the internet. So to be an encouragement is definitely a way to show kindness to other people. Showing respect. Okay. One way that I show respect to people I know and don't know, whether they're younger or older than me, I say, yes, ma'am. And I say, no, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. That's something that some people may consider to be old fashioned, but I believe that's just kindness and showing respect to other people. If you ask me for something, sure. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't believe in just saying, yeah. No. Yes, sir. No, sir. That's how mama taught me. That's how grandmama taught me. What happened to those days where people showed respect? Sometimes you have so many rude people in this world, but hey, you can't change everyone. You got to learn how to be kind and keep it moving. So there's an old adage or saying that says, if you want respect, show respect. So I believe just show people respect. And sometimes the best way to respect people is not to say anything at all. Don't say one word to them. Okay. Now, if you really want to show some kindness to someone, pay a bill. Okay. You go out, take someone to lunch, pay their bill. Sometimes when you go grocery shopping, be a blessing to someone, pay for their grocery. You see a kid that may not have the money they need to buy a piece of candy, pay for the candy. Just showing an act of kindness, and you encourage them, hey, when you get the opportunity, you pay for someone's also. If you go out to eat and you see someone, a police officer, a fireman, a postman, hey, can I pay for your lunch? Can I pay for your bill? Let me take care of that for you. Sometimes I've been to different places and I've done that. I have people in my life that tell me sometimes when they go get gas, they may be inspired to buy someone's gas. Hey, I want to pay for your gas. That's just a way to show an act of kindness. You never know what someone is going through in their personal life. Greet a guest, okay? You greet someone. I cannot stand rude people that don't speak when you speak to them. I have neighbors in my neighborhood. You can drive all day by and wave your hand, honk your horn, and some people will not, they're just not kind. They're just mean. I don't know I don't know what it is. It could be a number of things, but I'm not going to speculate. But one way just to be kind, it doesn't stop me. I don't see anything wrong with just throwing up my hand and saying, hey, honking the horn, say, hey, neighbor. But you greet people, you greet a guest. Sometimes you go into a room. One way you can show kindness, hello, everyone. What's happening? What's going on? So you greet your guest. You go into a store. We have gas stations here in this country. And many times they're trained when people come through the door and they'll say, hello, welcome to Quick Trip. That's the name of a gas station. Or they'll say at some restaurants, welcome to Moe's. And it's so amazing how some people don't even respond or speak back. Why not be kind and just say, hey, how y'all doing? Thank you. Thank you for greeting me. I hate going into department stores when I'm going to spend money and shop and the employees do not greet me. I think it's kind if you would just, hey, welcome to the store. I hope you find what you're looking for, or can I help you? So greeting a guest is a great way to show kindness. Now, this is sure enough old-fashioned. Writing a thank you card. In today's society, technology is so prevalent, is so popular. People would rather text, or people would rather send an email or a message through social media. But what a great way to show kindness by sitting down and taking 5 minutes to write a thank you card. That's what my mother taught me. When somebody does something for you or you want to show gratitude, send them a thank you card. When someone sends you money for your birthday, send them a thank you card. Someone sends you money for graduation, send them a thank you card. Always show your gratitude. You can go to the dollar store. We have dollar stores in this country where everything in the store may be $1 or $1.25. You can buy a thank you card and send it to them just to say thank you. That would make someone's day. I actually thought about giving you guys my mailing address. And for those who subscribe and watch the channel often, if you would like to send a postcard, I would love to hear from you. But first, I think we just got to get guys and gals used to just leaving a comment. But I think that's so cool, a thank you card. Okay, that is a great way to show someone that you are appreciative of what they've done for you. And it's just another way to show an act of kindness. Donate, or to make a donation. Okay. Making a donation, that means you're showing charity. You're giving someone money for a cause, or someone that may be in need. You're going to give money. I firmly believe is more blessed to give than receive. And so when I am inspired to do so, I don't mind giving to someone or donating someone to someone. Sometimes I donate clothes. I have donated shoes, and I have donated time, or I have donated or given my money to certain people or to certain causes. So giving donations, we have different stores here in this country, one called Goodwill, one called Salvation Army. We have a number of different places where you can donate items. The only thing I don't like about some of these places like Salvation Army and Goodwill is that you can donate it, but they'll turn right around and they'll sell it and make money off of it. But then you have places like, or companies like the Red Cross, and you can donate money to them. But all of the money that you donate does not necessarily go to the cause or the people that you're donating to. They have expenses and payroll, and so they have to make a profit in some sense. So I enjoy donating to people that I know are going to benefit from my donation. I enjoy helping people in need. You can donate food. There's so many different ways that you can show kindness to other people, and giving a donation is one way. Oh, I'm having a good time. Now, this is simple. This is free. Smile. Just smile at people. That's a great way to show an act of kindness. It's just to smile. And some people are, again, just mean, but it brightens my day when I see people smile and hear people laugh. And that's just a great way to show acts of kindness. I was looking at this picture and I was like, wow, this woman has a beautiful smile. So smiling is a great way to show an act of kindness, or a way to be kind to people. Okay. Sharing. Okay. Sharing what you have. Okay. If I have some chips and you want some chips, hey, I don't mind sharing. You can have some of my chips, you know? So that's showing that I'm kind. I care about my neighbor. Okay. Now you have some people that will try to take advantage of you when you do share. And so you have to be careful. But we shouldn't let, so to speak, everyone that has bad intentions stop us from being kind. So sharing your goods, sharing your money, sharing your time in order to help someone else to be productive. I believe in that. I know you have stingy people in this world, tightwads, someone that doesn't like to share. But that shouldn't stop us. If I have something that can be a blessing, I believe it's just right to share with someone. Now, I'm not going to give you everything, but I don't mind sharing. And that's a great way to show kindness. And there are a lot of people that think likewise. Volunteer. Now, to volunteer your time simply means you're sharing or giving of your time to help another cause. So they have a nonprofit organization here in this country called Habitat for Humanity. And people volunteer their time to build houses for families that can afford to purchase a house. And so people come together and they donate their time and they help build houses. Then you have some people that volunteer in the community to mentor, like I do. I visit schools and I volunteer my time or serve with my time to help young people and inspire young people. So when you volunteer, you're taking time out of your schedule to serve your community or your fellow man. And in my mind, that is a great way to show kindness, generosity, or charity. Okay. We're winding it on down. Buying flowers for someone. Okay. Visiting the hospital and buying flowers for someone who may have been in the hospital for a while. Okay. Buying flowers for a loved one on someone's birthday. Or as most women like, just because. If you show up to the job with some flowers or have your flowers delivered to someone that you love, oh, it will turn heads and make the person feel so appreciated and loved. Now, my wife, she doesn't really like flowers that much. She would rather go out to dinner. So yesterday, I bought dinner for my wife. I told her, I said, look, after church, stop and pick up whatever you want and I'll pay for it. And then I turned around. Matter of fact, she just got home and we'll be having lunch together. I bought lunch for her. I know that she likes that. She doesn't necessarily care for flowers, but you have to know what a person likes. So if they like flowers, buy them flowers. If they like lunch, guess what? You show kindness. Just buy someone lunch or take them out to lunch. Giving a compliment is a great way to show kindness. Hey, I like your dress. I like your outfit. Oh, wow, your perfume smells great. Your cologne smells nice. Oh, that is a awesome car that you're driving. Give a compliment, okay? Be supportive. That's another way to show that you appreciate someone or an act of kindness. You're supporting them. Go to a kid's basketball game. Go to a flag football game. Be supportive of someone else's vision. That's a way to show an act of kindness. If your daughter or son has a recital, go to the recital. Okay, if they're in a play, you may not really want to go, but be kind, be supportive. Okay, and go. All right, just a few more. Listening to a child. That's an act of kindness. When we just take time to listen and not just tell them what to do all the time, that's an act of kindness. Most children and young people, they just want to be heard. Helping an elderly person, okay? Helping them across the street, helping them pick up a bag, helping them to communicate. Driving them around the community to go shopping. These are ways to show acts of kindness. Respect your elders or help an elder. Buy someone lunch. Slip someone $10 and say lunch is on me. Or buy the person in front of you their lunch when you go out to eat. Show an act of kindness. Leave a good tip. All right. So when you go out to eat and you have a good waiter or waitress and they're taking care of you, leave them a good tip. That is a great way to show an act of kindness. Saying thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all that you have done. That is a great way to show an act of kindness. Simple, isn't it? It's so easy to be kind. And lastly, adopt a pet. Okay, now that's like taking care of another person. But if you're a pet person and there's an animal in need, adopt a pet. So these are some great ways that you can show kindness to family members, your community, and others. I know you have learned some great things. Thank you so much for hanging around in today's live stream. So make sure you watch the video again so you can familiarize yourself with ways to show acts of kindness and communicate it in English. Let's look at a quiz question. All right. I need to blank. I need to blank about it. Would you say A, thought about it, B, thinking about it, C, thing about it, or D, think about it? You can pause it, look at it again, but leave your answer in the comment section. All right? Well, that's going to do it for today's lesson. I am so glad you've hung out with me. Make sure you take advantage of all the free resources in the links or in the description of this episode. I have a podcast and I would love to hear your comment about today's lesson. So I hope to join me on my next episode.